Hello everyone. Welcome. Early stream today. You might notice. If you have YouTube noties, you'll know. Or you'll know when I'm live. But yeah, early stream today. That is because Purdue is playing Michigan at 2:30, and I want to watch the game. Let me make sure it's 2:30 Central Time. Moved back from college. I'm in a new time zone, so I'm all messed up all over the place. But early stream today. Where have I been? I streamed yesterday, bro. Yeah, 2:30 Central Time, so we have like 3 hours now. Yesterday I streamed during the Purdue game, but I don't really want to do that since I don't have to, since I'm not at school. So, yeah, let me send out these noties, and we'll get started in just a couple seconds here. Let me make sure everything is in order. Copy this link. But yeah, I streamed yesterday. I always post, hold on. I always post on Twitter and Discord when I go live, and if you get noties here. I don't know why you didn't get the noti, if you didn't. Posting on Twitter now. And then on Discord. Yeah, also little Sunday morning action. So hopefully you guys are up and alert, because it's time to lock in. Narth posted a parlay: Dante DiVincenzo 4 threes, Jalen Brunson 4 threes, Cody Williams 6 rebounds. So we'll take a look at that, see why he likes it, dive into that. But first, I have to start with the injury reports as per usual. What's up, John? THX, OG Breadwinner. What's up, y'all boys? I'm still mad about that first basket parlay yesterday. I put it in on MGM, and they didn't count the free throws. So if you put that on DraftKings and you round robin, you at least made something. If you put it in for a team parlay, it cashed. Like first scorers on the team, it was Bane, Luka, and Queta. Queta had like 13 in the first quarter, as well as having the first 4 points of the game. So, you know, that's always good. Centers against the Wizards are actually just a cheat code. Like, if there's a decent center, you could pretty much take him every time against the Wizards for a first basket. Literally happened yesterday. So, okay, let's look at the injury reports, see what we got going on here. Nothing for the T-Wolves. Swordbear, Jalen Williams, Brandon Carlson, all out. Those guys have been out for a while. Isaiah Hartenstein, questionable. So if he doesn't go, we should know soon. If he doesn't go, we'll look at some Chet lines. Let's see if there's any update. I don't see. Yeah, he's still questionable. What's up, Mike? Okay, for the Pistons, Isaiah Stewart is out, so maybe something on Duran. Hepburn and CMB obviously have been out for a long time now. Pacers, I'm avoiding this game at all costs. There are 7 guys who are questionable. There's literally no reason to bet player props for this game. Honestly, same for the Bucks. This game is probably just chalked. Bucks favored by 7, but, like, what are we even doing here? There's a combined, like, 15 question marks. Like, you just have no idea. I would skip that game. I'm going to, but if I were you, I would also. Kyrie and Derek Lively are obviously out. Gafford, Klay Thompson, questionable. Caleb Martin, PJ Washington, probable. So we'll see without Gafford and Klay, who's getting some rebounds. That would be my immediate thought. Points as well, possibly. Jared Allen, Tyrese Proctor, and Sam Merrill out. Strus, probable, so he's finally back. Will probably be very, very limited. And then Jalen Tyson is questionable with an ankle. Dame, Shaedon Sharp, obviously, both of those guys out. Chris Youngblood and Robert Williams questionable. PG, Johnny Broom, Tyrese Maxey, Embiid out. Andre Drummond, Jabari Walker questionable. So if something happens with Drummond, since Broom and Embiid are already out, I would assume Bona would be the next man up. What was that one dude? Barlow as well could get some rebounds. Barlow had that one game with these guys out where he had like 15 rebounds. I was watching that one live because we needed Kawhi boards for the streak. But yeah, that was I feel like a one-off where he got 15. I feel like Bona's the more wow, everyone's dead on the Warriors. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, D'Anthony Melton, Moses Moody, Porzingis, the other Curry, Draymond Green, and Al Horford all out. And Quentin Post questionable. So no idea who's going to get rebounds for them. Possibly Quentin Post, although he is questionable. This seems like a Karl Anthony Towns or Mitchell Robinson game. Miles McBride out. Sohan and Josh Hart out as well. Or questionable, sorry. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, Knicks are probably favored by, if I had to guess, like 12 or something. Yeah, 14. Like, yeah, they're gonna curb stomp the Warriors, especially at home. So I see Mitchell Robinson getting a lot of blowout minutes. We'll do all those blowout filters and things like that. And then the Tank Fest, Jazz and Kings. Not a great slate, although there's so many inactives, it could turn into something. So we'll see. What's up, Rug? Josh, Helen. Nice. Glad you cashed. Ant over rebounds against the Thunder. I usually don't look at head stats. The thing with that is, let me show you. Like, if you're looking at this, I think a lot of times they played were in those playoffs. So he was getting a lot of minutes. Let's see here. I guess these, see, like in May, like these three. But I guess, yeah, I mean, he typically does get rebounds. But was Chet in or out? Things like that matter. Like, I guess he's never played without Hartenstein. So, yeah, 10 of 12 head-to-head is actually kind of insane. Only had 5 here, though. That's the only game they played this season. Or I guess they played 3 this season. So he had 8, 12, and 5. Yeah, I mean, they typically do give up a lot to shooting guards. Yeah, with starters, he's 7 of 9 as well. Could be a good look for sure. First time in the chat, welcome, Big Roadie. How you doing, man? What it do every day? How you doing, man? Yeah, glad to see a lot of you guys flooding in on a Sunday morning. Locking in for the stream. Okay, so let's start this game with some injury splits. We'll start here and then kind of just branch out. Hartenstein is questionable. I am curious to see. Yeah, so Chet's rebounds actually don't go up too heavy without Hartenstein. Let's just filter him out because he's the most important. Yeah, I mean, he still averages like 16, but this is a really, really hard team to get rebounds against. Let's see if his minutes go up. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, his line is 8.5. Doesn't seem like it's moved at all. Like, they're not concerned without Hartenstein. Or the books aren't concerned that he's going to be out. He's probably favored. Yeah, he's slightly favored on this line, but nothing crazy. So I would kind of chalk up the idea of Hartenstein being confirmed out. So when that happens, I always get rid of questionable and probable because I only like definites of guys being out or doubtful for these games. So I guess we can just select all here. Caruso's rebound chances go up, but now we know Jared McCain is a thing, so to watch out for him. I don't really see any crazy increases here, just without these guys, which the main one is Jalen Williams, but he's been out for how long now? Like a pretty long time. Yeah. He's been out like the whole season. Like half the third of the season maybe. So guys like that are let's see. Let's see how much he benefits. So AJ Mitchell's 7 of 9 in his last games without these 3 guys on his points. Does have a hard matchup here against the T-Wolves. Dropped 13 last time. Shot 5 of 9. Oh, he just missed 3 free throws. He should have hit this. That's pretty unfortunate, actually. I do have to filter in the starters as well. So 2 of 3 with all the starters. And I don't like that he missed head-to-head, but it's just his free throws. Shot 3 of 6 from the line, dude. You can't be doing that. Can't be doing that, man. We don't know if Hartenstein's going to play this when they take him out. So 3 of 5 like that. Another thing you could do is just kind of gauge his minutes. That's what I really like doing, is just seeing how many minutes should he get. With all the starters, he gets an average of 24. I always take the minimum unless there's a crazy outlier. So in this case, Houston, he only had 14 minutes. Still hit, though. But I would take this 23 number and just say he's going to get at least 23. Thing with the Thunder is they're so deep in their depth that you have to filter some of these guys in as well. So, like, Jared McCain is a big role player. Isaiah Joe, Jalen Williams, Big J Will. And then you have, like, Caruso, Kenrich. So Kenrich didn't play in this game. That kind of concerns me. He did have 30 here, but it was against Boston, so he was getting more minutes likely. He did start. Not sure. Yeah, he doesn't seem to start. I don't know. I don't see any crazy edge in this game. Gonna be hard without knowing if Hartenstein's out. I think we come back to this. The injury lineups, or the injury reports, should come out in a few minutes here on whether Hartenstein's going to play, because this game's at noon, I believe. Yeah. So this game, the injury reports should come out relatively soon. So we'll just come back and see if Hartenstein's out or not, and then just kind of go from there. Another thing you could look at is just, like, pace, right? So, like, when you look here, I mean, even Ant for his rebounds also, we were kind of talking about that earlier. 5.5, and he's plus money, and look at his recency, right? Like, looks absolutely insane. Ranked 4th. Like, you give him a similar pace. 7 of 14 this year. Getting good minutes, too. Also want to make sure you filter in the starters. So with starters on a similar pace, he's only 7 of 13. The head-to-head stats look really good, but, you know, half of these were playoff games. Some of these, even though the starters were in, really low scoring. Jeez, SGA dropped 40. Yeah. Appreciate it, Big Roadie. Glad you like Propfinder. Glad you like it. Yeah, where cash, that was nice. Dude, he had 2 going into halftime. I'm like, bro, it's chalked. And then he got like, what, 4 and, or no, he got 2 more, and then he had like 6 in the 4th quarter, I think. That was nasty. Can you go over how to look up first baskets? Yeah, Tara, I did that yesterday. We'll do that for sure today as well. Don't you worry. We'll go over it. Ooh, Hart upgraded a probable, and Sohan as well. Interesting. So we'll see how that affects the Knicks. Golden State, man, this is just like a complete fade game. There's a lot of fade games on the slate. Like, this game is a complete fade. I mean, we can look, but with so many questionables, you don't know who's in or out. That always makes it really tough. I do have a boost on this game. I believe if you guys are on DraftKings, you should have a boost for this game. Let's see. I think I could just do a straight as well. Still getting used to this whole new system with all these new books, but yeah, 25% boost on any Timberwolves versus Thunder bet today. And it looks like we could just do a straight. Total bet odds must be minus 200 or longer. Max bet $20. Not bad. Does this guy know ball or just watch stats? Pretty much just watch stats, to be honest. But, you know, 70% hit rate, so I don't really care. I mean, I watch the basketball games, but I know all the rosters, I know all the players, I know likely who's gonna win, whether the over-unders are going to hit, and whether the players are going to cash their prop. So that's all I really care about. Try and find something here with the T-Wolves game. Should be a good game, actually. Thunder, I was surprised the Thunder are still favored by 8. They are home, though. Yeah, I mean, you check my straights, Antoine, on like even odds. I'm at like close to a 70%. Might be like 60, 68, 69, but very close to that 70% mark. All using Propfinder, of course. That's why I only use Propfinder. Obviously, I'm biased because I work here, but I wouldn't work here if I didn't believe in the app. So Isaiah Joe seems to have the biggest increase. How many minutes does Jared McCain average? Let's see, actually. I feel like that's pretty important to know. Is he playing? Thought he was playing. Doesn't have any odds available. McCain, let's see. Yeah, doesn't have any props for him at the moment. Interesting. I wonder if he has a big discrepancy without Hartenstein or something. There you go, Peanut. Attaboy. SGA under 1.5 threes. 49% on the year. 5 of 17 without all these guys. We want similar pace or similar defensive rating. Is 0 for 5. So yeah. Shot 1 of 9. Jeez. His 3-ball just hasn't been part of his game. I mean, it's just not part of his game. Similar pace, he's 0 4. So, if you like those stats, seems pretty good. Interesting. 0 of 2 head-to-head as well. If we just filter on pace, he's 1 of 6. If we filter on defensive rating, he's 3 of 10. Minus 114 to the under. I like that. Do like that. That's awesome. Are you a millionaire? No. No, I'm not. Because I was just able to start betting straights a week ago. SGA triple-double? I would not imagine so. If Hartenstein's out, maybe better chance on the boards. Yeah, not even though. See, his rebounds also head-to-head. It's interesting that him and Ant both get a lot of rebounds head-to-head. PRA hit 100% head-to-head last 10. I'm not seeing 100% unless you're filtering guys out or something. Starters, maybe? 7 of 9, still good. I usually don't go off head-to-head stats, though. Things change so rapidly. Okay, let's just look at the T-Wolves. Last 3 games. All their minutes are down. I bet they just curb stomp some teams, yeah. Warriors got curb stomped by the Clippers. Curb stomped by the Lakers. Was this the game? Yeah, I think this was a terrible starting game. Like a terrible start. Yeah, this was the game because I had McDaniels over 12.5 points. He shot 3 of 9, 0 of 5 from 3. That was great. Dort over 3.5 rebounds. Reed over 11.5 points of hit in the last 5 of 5. Hartenstein 1.5 first quarter rebounds. Man, I need to see if he's going to be in or out, though. It's such an important player. Need to see if this dude's in or out. Nas or Io boards? I'd take Nas over Io, just thinking about it logically. That's why you always look at the data there. Let's see him with starters. 70% hit rate. Could also filter like on a similar pace. 9 of 13 there. What does he average? Averages 9.8 chances on a 5.5 line. I would like those chances to be a little higher at like 11. I like it typically to be about double, so actually 12. So those chances are kind of low for me. Does seem to have a decent conversion, but you can see like 6 of 12, 6 of 13, 7 of 13. This is a really high conversion, but also a really easy team to go against in the Kings. And they probably didn't have Sabonis. No, they did. They just killed him, so he got more minutes. %85% on his assists as well on a similar pace. That's interesting. Conley. Who else do we want to filter in here? Yeah, this is probably fine. Let's just start looking around on... Look at points. Remember, when you're looking at points, use the similar defensive rating. This matches... so you'll see that when he plays... Wow, when he plays teams with this defensive rating 1 to 5, he actually plays very, very well, which is interesting. So if you look here, the Thunder have the best defensive rating, means they give up the least amount of points per 100 possessions, 104 points allowed per 100 possessions. And if you look here, teams that are similar are the Pistons, Spurs, Heat, and Celtics. So you'll see all of those teams being filtered in. You'll see some Heat games, OKC, Spurs, Celtics. What was the other team? I guess there's nothing for the Pistons, but on these filters. But really important to look at, and yeah, seems to play well against them on his assists and his points. Shot 4 of 11, 4 of 9, 11, 10, 15, 12, 18, 10. So I usually take the minimum of that, give him at least. He did miss here, but I usually take the minimum. So we'll say like he gets 25 minutes and 9 shots, and then we could just filter that as well. Another thing you could look at is obviously the game log or the threes, which is what I'm going to look at here. So you can see averages 12 shots. So let's see, what do I have? Yeah, so I have the whole season filtered on. He averages, again, 12 shots, minimum like 9. So we're going to use the 9, even though he's got up to 18. We're just going to use 9, and then minimum threes, we'll give him 4 threes, and then minimum minutes, we'll give him 24. So when we do that, then you take everything else out, because that's how he's going to, or supposedly, this is what his minimum should be. And if you like the minimum, you're going to like the max. I think I said it was 4. So then you take everything else off and just see how he performs on that. So 83% hit rate when he gets our projected minutes, field goal attempts, and 3-point attempts. And that's at a minimum. His average, remember, was 12. So if you give him 12 shots and at least 4 threes, he's 89%. And then also, these were his average minutes. I think it said like up to 26. So 95% is really what we're looking at. So I like his points for sure. Hopefully that process makes sense. Also, hitting in the last 5 of 5 certainly helps. Getting good minutes. 7 of 12 here has hit the recent ones against OKC. All 3 this season, actually. So shot 11 times, 5 threes. That meets the criteria. Shot 10 times, 4 threes. That meets the criteria. 10 times, 8 threes. That also meets the criteria. So definitely like that outlook just from that point of view as well. Also had good minutes with the minimum projection of 24 up to 30, which also happened. They did lose, but they kept it close enough. Actually, they won the last 2, so that also helps. And yeah, so I like that play. Another thing you could do is just click like Dante, look at him on a similar defense with starters. You can see he's 5 of 8, not as good as Nas. I wouldn't look at the rebounds. Like, this looks good, yes, but this is on a similar defense. Uh, defensive rating, not a similar defense. Although on a similar defense, he also looks good. But for rebounds and assists, remember you're going to want to look at pace. So he actually does look really, really good on that. We'll come back to pace though. We'll do pace filters after we're done doing the point filters. Um, so point, similar defensive rating. Also make sure your graph setting is filtered on defensive rating. And this will kind of just show you where those matchups were and how it's kind of putting everything into the same bucket here. So you can see their defensive rating is 1. It's like the one right here. And then defensive rating is 5. And we have, obviously, the defensive rating 1 to 5 on. So that just helps. Obviously, you don't really have to turn this on now since we have the filter on. But just kind of showing some projections. Like, you can see when this is up here, seems to hit every single game. When it's down there, might miss, but shot 4 of 13. No free throws, and 9 threes. So, shots are certainly there. Ant, 4 of 8 doesn't seem great. Usually when I see this, I just go to the next guy. So I won't even dive too deep into this. We're just basing this purely off of the defensive rating. So then you go to Jaden McDaniels, same thing there. 2 of 8 doesn't look good. Julius Randle, 3 of 8 doesn't look good. Rudy Gobert, 4 of 8 doesn't look good. I think we found our guy right away in Naz Reid. 7 of 8, getting really good shots, really good minutes against these defenses. They seem to like him in the 3 spot as well. So, again, had that minimum of 4 here. Still hit. This was against OKC. And he had 15 points, shot 5 of 7 from the line, 5 of 10 from the field. So, yeah, I think we like that spot. Does show a hard matchup for him. If Hartenstein's out, that obviously helps. Recently haven't been amazing, though. But yeah, again, the recency trend as well. So now let's look at pace instead of defensive rating. How do you get that on the chart? The yellow line, I assume that's what you're talking about. Like this yellow line, if you click the graph settings here, you can turn on or off average line, so that's the purple line showing you their average. Additional data is the chances, so you can turn that on or off. I would highly, highly, highly recommend leaving the chances on. Really important when looking at, let's see, really important, looking at their conversions. And then defensive per first position is just this ranking. So this is just taking into account whether they're point guard, shooting guard, power forward, small forward, center. And then you could filter, obviously, on pace, which is what we're doing now. So I'm going to filter on pace. And then defensive rating, which is what we were just looking at. But I'm going to filter on pace. And you could see, their pace here, 29th. What is the Thunder's pace? So remember, this is all based off of season stats. You can't change this filter based off of last 5 or anything. It would be very minimal anyway. They were 18th. I guess recently they've been pretty low, but you can see the 18th, 13th at 102. It is pretty much the same. Just the league kind of changes, so we just average it out throughout the season. We think that's the most important way to do it, or the best way to do it. So now, when we filter on a similar pace, it'll show teams like the Spurs, Warriors, Kings, Nugs. So let's do that. If we filter by a similar pace, you'll see Kings, Nugs, Spurs. There's the Kings. So Naz Reid, rebounds also look good. Assists look good as well. So maybe this is a guy you just take for his PRA and you just call it a day. You do want to make sure you have the starters filtered on here. It's very, very important. Sometimes there's not enough data to look at it like that, but if there is, make sure you're filtering with every definite that you possibly can. So if there's guys that are for sure out, I would filter them out. If there's guys that are for sure playing, filter them in. The reason I only do starters is because sometimes you get to the depth pieces and maybe they haven't played or something, and they were on a different team, they were traded. Kyle Anderson just got here, so if you filter him in, there's only going to be a few In this case, only one game on a similar pace rank. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to filter, when I say like all the definites, you don't have to filter in every player because then you're not going to have data. We're basing a projection off of this data. So once you feel comfortable with what you have in here, I would highly recommend, like if Ant was out for this game, you have to filter that in. And if the stats don't look good on that, but they do look good with the other starters, I wouldn't play it. You have to filter those guys out. Obviously, like if Ant's out, that's a very big game changer. So yeah, make sure you do that. So now on pace like this, he's 9 of 13. Again, should get those 24 minutes, which we can see here he has in every single game except one. Still hit against the Kings, though. Is 9 of 13 on his rebounds, 11 of 13 on his assists. So also hitting this plus 184 line at a very high clip on a similar pace. 46%. It's probably a plus EV bet there. You can bet that if you'd like. His potentials actually don't seem terrible either. Has hit like 4 potentials in these past games as well, some with 5. But yeah, so pace rank looks good there for his PRA. We can also look. Now, remember, this PRA is just showing similar pace. It's not showing similar defensive rating. But if they all look good together, then you could go off of that. I don't love his... actually, his rebounds do look pretty good. 4 of his last 5. And then his assists as well. 4 of his last 5. Points on this. Had 0 here. Shot 0-4. But this is not on a similar defense. So yeah, I think I do like his PRA. 19.5 line. Should get... We can also filter like his average or minimum projection for his like chances. So if we look at like he should get 3 chances, then we remember everything from the similar defensive rating we were looking at. So if we have, let's say 3, he gets 3 potential assists, and let's try and average out these rebounds. Had some games with like 8 and 7, but has got upwards of like 15 and 12. So this is never really important, like how you base this average. I always go lower than expected. So I would expect like 11 or 12 rebound chances, but I'm just going to say 9 just to avoid any bias. And again, if you like it at that minimum, you're going to like it at the max. So I think we said he gets, what, 9 shots? Is that right? Let me make sure that's right. Like 9 shots minimum. Yeah, it was this game. So 9 shots, 9 chances, 3 potential assists in 24 minutes. And this is what he should get. These are all with the starters as well. You could filter this on. So he's 75% on his points, 100% on his rebounds, 100% on his assists. Or sorry, this is still with the defensive rating. 89% on his points, 89% on his rebounds, 94% on his assists. Also, for that plus money line, he has 67% hit rate. Just saying. Also, they give up the most assists to centers, second most assists to centers in the last 5, 10, and 15 games. So that can certainly be another reason you take that. But his PRA has got to be like, 89%. Shot 4 of 12 here, 1 of 6. And then somehow didn't hit here. I guess because, they killed him, so he didn't get any minutes. He would have looked like at least 4 more minutes. So that's how I research. I would highly recommend doing the same. Naz Reid, PRA looks really, really good. Minus 105 as well. I might sprinkle the plus 1. So 184? Geez, 184. Has also hit the 479 in his last 4 of 10. So his assists could be decent. If he gets up to like 6 assists, certainly possible, not likely. If he gets six potentials, he's getting this line. But I would certainly sprinkle him up to that 2.5 line. His rebounds, I would just leave. If you make him that, 6.5 plus 122 and he's 56%. But I do like his normal line more, 89%. Not much of a boost. And then this, you would have to filter this on just what he's getting on the similar defensive rating. So you can see he's hitting his normal line very consistently, but I probably wouldn't ladder him. I just like his PRA and then maybe the sprinkle on the assists as well. That's probably what I would do there. Okay, let me catch up on chat. That was a lot. Hopefully that makes sense. Up to 34 four-leg parlays this league, lost by 1. Would highly recommend betting straights as well. Try and bet straights. Now that I can bet straights, I pretty much only do that unless I have like one long shot parlay. But try and keep the parlays to a minimum if you can. It'll help a ton in the end, I promise. Rebounds and assists use points and threes use defensive rating. Exactly, Tara. The reason, so you can use for threes, you can use either or. You could also go off of the like game log or the shot chart down here for threes. So you can see OKC, obviously really good defense. They just don't give up a lot of threes. You can see their field goal percent last 33 to 31%, somewhere in there. So they're making like less than a third or about a third of their threes. So yeah, you can go off that. You can go off this positional data here. So the point guards, they average the most. They don't give up a lot to centers or small forwards, but power forwards and point guards, they give up a ton. Recently, it looks like last 10 looks like shooting guard. But yeah, basically you can go off this data if you'd like as well. It does look like shooting guard, they give up a lot. They've given up 5 in the last 15 games to that position. So if you look at the shooting guard, obviously it's going to be Ant. You can see like recently head-to-head how he looks. Shot 3 of 6. Didn't shoot too much there. But yeah, that's how I do pretty much all my research. Ant looks really good on these stats here. But remember, these are specified just for Nas. So you have to take all that bias out. Anything on Hartenstein yet? He is available. Okay. He is listed available. Got you guys. Got you, Tara. PRA for 20. Yeah, I do like that line. I would assume that his line is going to change. I do like the PRA more than the just the points. So I'm probably going to take his PRA. Again, should go the distance. This game, 225 over-under. So just on the brink of like me wanting to bet overs. If it's anything under like 220, I would just avoid. But 225, 226, 227, you're good to bet overs. Spread +8 Minnesota. So that could be a little rough if it gets out of hand early. But again, Nas Reed, let's see, like if there's a point differential of like 14, see, he's still getting good minutes. 8 of his last 10. He's still getting good minutes, still getting good shots, actually getting more shots recently. So I don't mind. Usually with bench players or like sixth man players, you don't mind them at all when there's a potential for a blowout because they should be that main contributor if there were to be a blowout, if that makes sense. So let me see what his PRA is and if I can bet this. His line is 18.5 minus 120. It says minus 105. I don't know how to alt. Let's see if I can do alt lines. Where's the other best odds? See, DK is minus 127. That just seems wrong compared to BetMGM. Let's see if I can get this. I'll let you guys know if I find it. allow. Let's see. Does look like they have changed the line. Yeah, probably won't be able to find it. Let me know if you guys can get it on BetMGM. I'm looking, I don't see it. I'm gonna look for his 2.5 assist line, and then just see if DK has it. Let's see. PRA over 19.5 is minus 120 on DK. You can get it now for that. Let's see. Assist 3+ is plus 170, so it has gone down. So I'm gonna hop on this while I can. Let's see. Need to put about. Again, I always play this to win 1 unit and net 2 units. So that's my whole philosophy. Trying to do this math in my head and it's not working because I'm dumb. Let's see, 10. No, I was right. 9, like 50. Yeah, so playing to win 1 unit. I guess not always to net 2 units. I just play to win 1 unit. Oh, the odds just changed. Good, we'll take that. Odds changed in my favor. 3 says 195 and bet 365. I can't get that book, man, for some reason. I don't know why. But good shout, Peanut. If you guys have 365, you can bet this Nas read line for, what'd you say, plus 195? Not a single prop for Nas on FanDuel? Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. I think I'm just going to take him. I can get him right now for minus 118 on 18.5, and I like his 19.5. So I'm going to take that. DK has him at like minus 120 for 19.5. So I think we're going to take that. We're going to bet, what, like 17? Okay, so I have these in already. Let's go back to this Minnesota game, see if we can get anything else for pace, like rebounds or assists. And then we can also go over the Thunder as well. So similar pace here. Remember, make sure you're filtering the pace and the starters filter. And if you'd like, you can make sure this graph setting is on pace. It doesn't really matter when you have the filter on. It's mainly just used when you have it off. So like, let me show you. If you have it off and you're looking at recent data, you can see on a high pace, he tends to hit. Also hit on a low pace here, medium pace. But when there's a low-ish pace, doesn't seem to hit. That's on points, so you wouldn't look at it for points. I'm just like showing an example. But yeah, obviously when you have the filter on, the line's going to be very stagnant. 3.5 rebounds. I would actually filter Naz Reid in. Since we were looking at him just now, it didn't really matter. But make sure you filter in Naz Reid. He is a very important contributor. Like, if there's any bench players who you think are an important contributor, like, I think he's probably the only one. The only reason I'm not putting in Io is because he was just traded, so there's not going to be much data on that. Like, if you look here, there would only be, like, 2 games to look at, and then it'd just be 50-50. But you can see here, it looks way better than 50-50. So, yeah. Looks good there. Looks pretty good on his assists as well. I would probably lean just towards the rebounds. He's 92% with starters on a similar pace, with starters and Nas. And then you can see his minimum minutes are like 27. So if you filter him by like those 27 minutes and give him, let's see what his chances are, like at least, I'm seeing minimum 6 chances. Like, he had 4 and 5 here, so I'm not worried about that. He had 3 and 5 here. So I would filter 6 chances at a minimum and just see what he gets on that, and then take everything else off. What do we have the minutes at, actually? So 27 as a minimum. So should get 27. and then you filter everything else off. 6 rebound chances, he's sitting at 82%. So I think you just have to like that line there. And then with starters, still an 82%, so it looks good there. 4-4 head-to-head as well. So if you're a head-to-head guy, you like that. Last 5 guy, you like that. Last 10 guy, you like that. So yeah, I think that's also another good line that we could take. Now I do have... Now, I'm researching a lot on this game because I have a boost on it. So, maybe we'll do a little boost. Minus 325 to get 3. I mean, should get at least 3 pretty easily. 92%. Only missed this game when he had 6 chances to go over. So yeah, looks good there. Let's take off these filters. Put back Nas, and then we'll look at other stats. So I do like Dante for his rebounds. I'll type in the props after I'm done with this game, just so you guys have them all at once. Okay, so let's go back to the depth chart and look at Ant. So Ant, 43% on his rebounds, 55% on his assists, so nothing crazy there. Or we don't have the pace on, duh. Yeah, still not amazing. Probably would just fade this. Does look better on his assists than his rebounds, but nothing too convincing that I see. So I would probably just avoid that game. Although his rebounds, someone mentioned head-to-head, he looks really good. But a lot of these are playoff environment. Like all of these are playoff environment, and you could see when it's not, his rebounds kind of fall off a cliff. Although he had 12 here, so I don't know. I would fade some like head-to-head stats. I typically don't, just because so many things changed since the last time they've played head-to-head. So I would just move on to the next guy, which is Jaden McDaniels. Had a really good run, and then fell off a cliff here. I mean, really good run. And then just didn't get any rebound chances. Had 0 chances, but got a rebound. So that's just tough, man. If you like just overall percentages, 77% looks really, really good. But if you're a guy for recency like I am, you can also see his minutes. Like he had 37 minutes here, 30 minutes here. Kinda on a downtrend. One thing you could also do is just take off everything and see what he's done recently. So yeah, say recently his minutes averaging 27, whereas on the season he's getting 31. Probably has something to do with IO. So just make sure that's noted. Be careful on that. And then we could look. Let's just put in Nas Reed again. McDaniel's first quarter points versus OKC. He's 5 of 9 with these filters. I don't love that. First quarter rebounds, if that's what you meant. He's a 0.5 line. He's minus 220 to do so, though. And recently... Or no, recently he is hitting. 5 of his last 5, 9 of his last 10. So, there's always that. I remember talking about this last time they played and Ant went under his rebounds. You were right. Yep. Now, I'm not saying I'll be right. I just don't love that half of his data is coming from playoff. Like, you can see here. Like, December 31st, February 13th, he got 2, right? First quarter of a playoff game, got 4 immediately in the first 3. Or no, sorry. I'm dumb. Wait. May 20th. Yeah, so, well, this is first quarter data. So I guess it didn't affect McDaniels, but that was because Ant, as we saw earlier, was literally getting all the rebounds. His minutes were also really down here. Had 23. They just got clapped this first game, so... yeah, so now let's look at Randall. This is head-to-head data. We'll look at with starters, similar pace with Nas. See how he matches up here. So 9 of 13 on his assists and 7 of 13 on his rebounds. So his assists do look better. It seems like they just had a really bad game against Golden State. I guess not. It's just Randall and McDaniels seems to struggle. His assists do look good. Another thing you could do if you want is look at a similar defense. So when he plays, like a defense ranked 7 to 11 by position over the course of the season, he is ranked very, very high. So appreciate the sub, bro. Appreciate the sub, Lang. Oh yeah, sorry guys. Good comms, good comms. I'm still looking at the game, so sorry, let me type in the props. I forgot this game is starting early, might be. Nas over I like him up to 19.5 PRA, so I'm just gonna put 19.5 PRA. And sprinkle his 2.5 assists. And then Dante over 3.5 rebounds. That's what I like so far. That is updated. Good comms, because I want to make sure I use this boost. Yeah, it's minus 122 to go over that for his PRA. Or minus 120 if you scroll down on DK. I don't know why they do that. Minus 130 on DK for his rebounds. Yeah, I'm getting minus 130 on 3.5. If you scroll down to over under, you get way better odds. Like it says, or wait, no, you don't. Not in this case. Usually you do. This one says 4+ for minus 129. Oh, max wager's 20. I'm also gonna put Nas assists on. Okay, but let me go back to this. Let's just. I didn't love Randall. I'm gonna kind of hurry and go through these so we can just make sure we have everything from this game. Rebounds, assists don't look great. Oh, is Hartenstein not being filtered in this? Or wait, duh. Of course he's not. That'd be stupid if he was. Yeah, so rebounds and assists for Rudy don't look great. I really like Nas PRA. I think Dante could also hit his boards. Ant, if you like head-to-head, could hit his boards. Io, 1 of 2, just not enough data. Seems to hit his assists, but again, I wouldn't bet on it. SGA, let's filter without injured starters. Not crazy data here. They win this? Yeah, 35 minutes. 1 of 1 head-to-head. Seems to get... I mean, bro, his points line is 32.5. Like, this guy is not real. That's actually, like, absurdly stupid and ridiculous. I'm trying to see if I can get Nas assists as well. For 3+, plus 171. Okay. With starters. I wonder why that's so... So I'm just going to filter in with starters, see how much data there is. So there's 14 games on that for most guys. SGA is going to be probably... Or no, I guess he is higher. Minutes are restricted here, though, so not insane data. Yeah, see, like, these, like, with these last guys who are starting... He hasn't played with them since December 28th. So sometimes you have to just take some guys out. Does make it tough. You need J Will out. I would just leave out these guys just for lack of data. McCain can make a difference. I'm just looking for the guys that will be most impactful, like Chet for rebounds, Hartenstein for rebounds. So we have 21 bits of data there. Who else is starting? Dort and Wallace, so we could also filter them in. With Dort, 9 of 17 only. With Wallace, 8 of 16. So let's filter that on a similar pace, see if we can get anything. Does seem to go over his rebounds. Gets 9 chances minimum. Hit against the T-Wolves. They do give up a lot to point guards, especially recently. They're over in the last 5 at 67%. They're playing home, right? Yeah, so home. Last 10, 71%. So I would just be... I'd probably be on his rebounds, to be honest. Also head-to-head. Should get 6. 9 chances at a minimum. Should probably get 6. Could also take out these guys. See if there's... No, there's not any more data on that. So SGA rebounds could be a play. Let's look at Case and Wallace here. One thing, actually, before we move on, let's look at his recent data. Yeah, 3 of his last 5, and he's hit in all 3 of those. 7 of his last 10. Missed here against hard matchups, against a similar defense. 7 of 12, so it's leaning over. Should also get more minutes. Last time they played January 29th, he only had 31, but that's because... Was he still rehabbing? You can kind of see when he was. Yeah, his minutes seem fine now. In his last 10 games, he's averaging 34 minutes. Should get a minimum of like 31, we'll say. So if he gets 31 on 9 chances, how often is he cashing 9 chances? Yeah, 83%, so definitely like that. Okay, let's move on to the next guy I want to look at without him, with him, without these guys. SGA isn't filtering in that. Okay, and we want to look at... Let's just go through similar defensive rating because those are really easy to look at, just points. SGA actually does look like he will go over. Not much data, though, so I don't love that. Case and Wallace, 3 of 3 on hard matchups. I just don't like how there's, like, not enough data. Also hits without SGA. Which makes sense, of course. Only had 25 minutes in this game. But Case and Wallace has hit in all of those. Dort, 0 of 3 on his points. Chet, 1 of 3. Hartenstein, 2 of 3. So Wallace and SGA points-wise, maybe Hartenstein. What has Wallace done recently? Yeah, Wallace has kind of fallen off a cliff since SGA's come back, which makes sense. Obviously, SGA is their main scorer. With SGA, he's only 40%. But on a similar defensive rating, yeah, it doesn't look great. Minutes are also kind of low. It should get good minutes. Yeah, I would be careful on it, but it does look good when he's playing with starters. Let's chat with Hart and on a similar defensive rating. Yeah, I don't know. The SGA rebounds is the best play so far for pace. Yeah, SGA also 4 of 5 head-to-head. Should get those 31 minutes. These games are kind of null. Another thing you could filter is point differential. So I think it'll be a close-ish game. So, like, we'll say, like, within 11. And then how many minutes does he average there? So, like, minimum 35. So if you give him those 35 minutes, also you can see his chances are pretty insane here. Getting at least 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. So if you give him those 35 minutes, take this out, you give him 9 rebound chances with all those starters. See, he still looks good there. Look at Chet's point under. Chet point under. Without injured with starters. The only injury I really care about is Jay Will. And I would filter this on a similar defensive rating. Not too much data to go off of. Also, this was like 5 months ago. Recency hasn't played with these guys recently. Is it AJ Mitchell? Yeah, a lot of these guys are in and out of the lineup. 47%, I don't see a crazy edge either way. Could probably give him, like, say he's going to get at least 25 minutes and then take a similar defense. Yeah, so 5 of 9. I don't see any edge in either direction, JF. Yeah, if the Wolves show up, I agree. Recently, in the last 3 games, they have shown up pretty well. So, yeah, I like the chances. Okay, we'll get to AJ Mitchell, so I'm going to do the pace filters with starters without injured. Don't want him in. Don't want these guys in. Just there's not much data. Again, just makes it tough. Hartenstein had 10 assists on 5 potentials in 22 minutes. That is just not real. It's actually not real. AJ Mitchell rebounds. No. Yeah, there's just really not much data on these guys. I think I'm gonna put in my same game. Do like SGA rebounds minus 112. Is that about what we were thinking? Let's see. Thinking, yeah, it's actually good odds. Minus 112. Wait, for his rebounds. Actually, odds have gone up, which is good. Has he played against Hartenstein? Could make a bit of a difference. Oops. Let's see if he's played with them. I mean, yeah, it still looks fine. Except odds changes. Okay, 25% parlay boost. Naz Reid over PRA, SGA over rebounds, Naz Reid 3+ assists, and Dante 4+ rebounds. Do like that. Probably put like half a unit on it. A little long shot parlay. Might as well because you're getting the boost as well. Okay, that is in. Make sure if you want to get that in, you get that in fast because this game's about to start. Also, make sure you're getting in some straights. So I'm going to put the SGA straight in on DK because it's showing better odds than what it's showing here. Whoa. Yo, Fetty. Appreciate the sub, man. Tailing, let's go. This app is borderline illegal. Yeah, straight to cash. We agree, man. Obviously, because I work on it, it's the only app I use, but I really don't think there's any reason to use anything else, bro. Like, genuinely. Potential first baskets, I got you. I got you, bro. What was the other one? I need to bet Dante rebounds. Give me 1 second here. I bet everything as a straight. Let me see where Dante rebounds were the best. Dante rebounds. Looks like underdog you have to parlay, so I don't typically look at that. Looks like it shows DK's the worst, but I think the odds have changed since then. Let's see if we can hit a refresh. No comparison. Go to app. Appreciate you, man. Almost at 5K subs. We need, what? Like 310? Decent. Really decent. Appreciate you guys. It's actually crazy. Yeah, rebound shows minus 129 for his 3.5. Why did I click SGA? That's not what I meant to do at all. Yeah, minus 129. Seems like that is the consensus. If you can get it on FanDuel, get it there, but I only have DK. They haven't verified me yet on FanDuel, so I will be using DK until they verify me. Perfect. I always play everything, no matter how much to bet on it, I play it to win 1 unit, so you keep that consistency. I'm not sure if I bet Nas yet. I did bet his assists. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna refresh my Picket so you guys can see that there. If you are following me on Picket, let me type that in chat. And then while I'm there, I'm typing in the Discord and Twitter as well. If you're not in our Discord or following us on Twitter, what are you doing? We post like parlays all the time. We post app updates on Discord, Twitter, pretty much everything. FanDuel don't even have his assists. Yeah, I saw someone complaining about no Nas Reed earlier. He's definitely my favorite play today. One thing I need to start doing is betting more on my favorite plays. If I could go back and change that, I would bet 2 units on that play, or to win 2 units, to profit 2 units. Like if it were to cash. Dante over 3.5 minus 105. Nice. Peanut, get it there. Okay. We have Rudy. Oh my god. Yeah, Chet seems to win 66%. Wow, Chet recently has been bad. One thing that I found interesting is that the tip win percentages, like yesterday what we had, I think we only won 1 tip, and it was the Magic. The other 2 didn't hit, and I was very surprised on that. But the first basket still cashed, so... if you played what we played yesterday, which was Luka, Bane, and Queta, all first basket team scorers, that actually cashed. So, Bane had the first free throw, Queta had the first bucket, Luka had the second bucket of the game, first for his team, though. So, unfortunate in that sense, but, yeah, reads were there. I mean, this data is just unbelievable for first baskets. Probably anything with there. I'd say OKC seems to allow to the point guard 40% to them. Yeah, point guard. And then Minnesota. Trying to get this out quick for you guys. Rudy has won 0 tips in his last 5 games. Chet is 3 and 2. What are the season stats? Yeah, 54% to 48%. Head-to-head, though, Chet does have his number. 2 tips, 1 out of 3. Wow, OKC first field goal allowed by shot type, 3-point jump shot. 3 times. And it's been Ant, I bet. Yeah. So Dante attempted the first one. He missed, though. Ant has 2 first-team field goals. Wow. That is crazy. When you see all of these numbers being the same and the highest, that is crazy. So Ant, in 2 of 3 games, has had the first-team field goal. He's made his first field goal. Or first field goal made. I mean, yeah, that's insane. So it's going to be Ant. What are his odds? Plus 600. If you can bet Ant for like a 3-ball... I mean, I think you can get, like, specifics. Let me see. I would bet Ant for a 3-ball for the first bucket. Where is this? There we go, quick hits. Let's see what his odds are. First made 3 gonna be Ant. Interesting that Dante's plus 380. First scorer exact. Ant for a 3 plus 2100. So I mean, he's attempted or he's made. Oh my god, first game field goal attempted. So he's 1 of 3 head to head. Yeah, those stats are nasty. Those stats are absolutely nasty. First game field goal attempt, only 10%. So, like, it should be the team. It seems like they get the first shot up. Let's see, first team field goal attempt. Julius Randle, Dante, Ant. But then you look at the head-to-head stats. It's nasty work. First field goal made 3 in his last 10. Tied with Dante. It does look like Dante. He's plus 1100. Ooh. Thing is, Thunder are gonna win the tip though, or they should theoretically. See, Rudy's 2 of 9 in his last. I need to look at heights. Chet height. He's what? Is he 7 foot 6'11"? Yeah, he's 7'1". Rudy is 7'1". So they're both 7'1". I would assume Chet has a better I'd assume Chet has a better vert. Dante and Dort were the 2 picks. I think Dante or Ant, bro. One of them to make a 3-ball. Dante is plus 1240. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if one of them opened the game up with a 3. Head-to-head data is just so telling with first baskets. That's what I mainly went off of yesterday with Queta. Queta and Bane looked really good. Like, Bane looked good as it was, and then you looked at the head-to-head data, it's like, bro, what? First 3, 80% of the time in the last 10 games. First 3. It's either going to be Dante or Ant. If you can get both of them for a first 3 at plus money, I mean, I would just take that, right? Like, Ant being plus 2100 is crazy for a first 3. That seems wild. Also, I did learn, I think DK, correct me if I'm wrong, DK accepts free throws as first baskets, right? Because BetMGM does not, and it screwed me yesterday. So I just need to know all the rules on the different books. Like, I'd rather take this if they allow free throws than this for a first basket. I do think it's interesting that Dante's plus 1100 though. See, he's plus 890 on DK, plus 1100 on this bookie. When he has better last 10 data. Dante in the last 10 games doesn't shoot the ball for his team first, or for the game first, but shoots it for his team first at 40%. Cason Wallace as well. Dante, first team field goal made, has 5. He also has first 3-point made at 5. So he's been 5 for his 5 on his first shot for his team as a 3-ball. That is insane stats. So him or Ant. First made 3. Yeah, Dante plus 380. Where's that first team 3? First team 3. Dante plus 160. Yeah, that's not worth it. Rudy Gobert plus 20,000. Yeah, I don't think so. God, you could bet on, like, everything. First possession exact. To win the opening tip. Yeah, Thunder are favored to win the tip. That's what I don't like. But in terms of 3 balls, 61% of the time, 80% in the last 10. I mean, that's nasty work, man. That is nasty, nasty work. It's either going to be Dante. If the Timberwolves win the tip, it's going to be Dante or Ant for a 3. I would lean Ant based on head-to-head. But I don't know. It's close. You can also see they allow a lot to shooting guards, and Ant is that shooting guard and the head-to-head. Or wait, sorry. I guess last 10 is point guard. Yeah, so Dante. Dante or Ant, 3 ball. That's all I need to know, man. Dante or Ant, 3 ball. Okay, next game, Detroit Raptors on at 2:30. Let's see, we have probably two and a half hours before I am going to go watch the Purdue game, so I think Ant has a very real chance to get the first 3, but I'm not going to bet it because I think it's stupid to bet that. I need to bet Ant for a 3 or Dante for a 3. I just can't decide who's going to get it. Yeah, Hartenstein is playing. Ooh, more injury updates. Killian Hayes to sign a 2-year deal with the Kings. Wow, Andre Drummond questionable, Bona questionable, Taylor Terry questionable, Jabari Walker out. Yeah, questionable with that tank. That's crazy work. Crazy work, boys. Okay, these guys have been out for like the whole season, so let's see what happens here. With starters. So with starters, RJ Barrett on his points is 9 of 12, 4 of his last 5. Getting minutes, let's see, only had 26 here. Probably should get more than that. They kind of blew him out. Won by 13. This game's only a 3-point spread. So let's say if the game stays close, like within 10 or so, he's 5 of 5. Yeah, that's crazy. So he should get at least 30 minutes. What were his shots here, actually? What were his shots? No. 9 of 12, 6 of 12, 12. Okay, so 12 minimum. Now let's get back here. Look at 28. Nine of 11, 82%. Bro, I'm curious. Has this game started yet? Has Ant or Dante made a 3? I'm gonna be mad because I didn't bet it. I would bet one of those two. Ant off of head-to-head, Dante off of recency. So, we'll see. We'll see. It just depends if they win the tip. I would bet them for a first team scorer, though. And you could get exact. So you could get, like, way better odds. That's very likely. Very, very likely. Dante was literally 50% in his last 10 of scoring the first 3 on his team. Yeah, this is crazy. RJ Barrett points, 19.5 seems unbelievable. They've also allowed, look at that. Over the season, they've been ranked 22nd, only allowing 20.4 to the small forward. Recently, 32.6. That is ridiculous, man. That's why you have to make sure you're filtering on all the data, all the recency you can get. Also, the only game he didn't hit was against the Pelicans. They got killed. He shot 5 of 13, but he should get like 30 minutes. Which is kind of what we saw earlier. Yeah, RJ Barrett. Yeah, looks nasty. Similar defensive rating. Against Detroit, he didn't hit. Why? Did they get killed? Yeah, they got killed. Man, they got killed. Let's look without these injuries. I kind of need them, though. Let's do ranks 1 to 10. So we'll go 5 here. So yeah, that looks good. Let's do all the other points quickly. 4 of 5 on quickly as well. 15.5 for his line. With all these starters, do we need anything else in here? No, CMB's out. Oh yeah, with RJ Barrett for sure. And Jacoby Walter. Sheed. Yeah, still looks good. So Emmanuel quickly for his points as well should get at least 10 shots, although that was a pretty low average for him. He should get at least we'll say like 11. Like if he gets 11 shots in 30 minutes, I think that's fair. Just see what he does. Actually, we'll just make it 10. 10 in 30 minutes. That's what I expect for him at minimum. We'll just take a few minutes off. 28, 69%. 30, 73%. We'll take 12. So 75% on 15.5 points. The definites you want are these guys out 87%. I feel like you have to take his points as well. I mean, I know they're a good defense, but like they're such a good defense over the course of the season. I think I do like RJ Barrett more just based off of this here. This similar defense. It's another thing we could do. It's like say when he gets 12 or 10 shots on a similar defense. So he's 6 of 10, which isn't amazing. RJ Barrett, on the other hand, 9 of 12. We were looking at a minimum. We didn't like his 26. We liked his 28 minimum. On how many shots was he supposed to get? I don't remember. 28 minimum should be 12. How many threes? 12, like 3 threes. We'll just say that. 12, 3 threes. And then we'll filter everything else out. Wait, 28 minutes. So yeah, on that line, he's 72%. Also, the similar defensive rating looked good as well, 70 or 7 out of 9. Oh, McDaniels missed a lead-taking 3. Jaden McDaniels took the shot, bro. What? He missed, though. We got a chance. We got life. Hartenstein missed a 2. We got life, boys. If Ant... Bro, I swear if Ant makes this... Oh, his offensive rebound. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. SGA missed a lead-taking 2. Hartenstein has 3 rebounds. He got another rebound. Oh, my God. Chet Holmgren. I mean, what are we doing? Chet with the lead-taking 3. So it should have been Jaden McDaniels, I guess. Oh my God, Hart has 4 boards. Hart has 4 boards. Oh my God. Okay, let's go back to this game. Take out these guys. Ant missed a 3. That would have been his first for the team, and he missed. So we still have the first team field goal, either Ant or Dante. First team 3, I mean. Was Chet all along? Was it now? Was it now? It's actually hilarious. So it should have been Jaden, then Hart, then SGA, and then Chet made a shot. Those rebounds are crazy, bro. Those rebounds are actually insane. Dunk for Chet. Ball right. What are we doing? 6 rebounds in 2 minutes. I mean, what are we doing? Bro. 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 Like, what? Yeah, Brandon Ingram doesn't look good. Scotty, Podol. Yeah, I think we found the best one. Okay, let's look at pace. Pace. What is Podol's minutes recently? I guess, yeah, 29-ish. Only had 21 here. They might have just killed him, though. He's going to be kind of hard to look at. Might not be data. I guess there's decent data. Make sure we're on points here. His rebounds and assists don't look great. So let's go to the next guy. Quickly. Doesn't look great for him. We do like his points still on the pace as well, which is always good. I don't look at it, but obviously you want to like that on a similar pace. RJ Barrett, I would take his rebounds before I took his assists just because the recency data. His assists actually look terrible, but that's good because we like his points. He had 25 and 16. 16. Shot 5 of 8 from the line. Should have cashed. Let's see. Sheed. Bro, Randall first 3? Oh my god. That's crazy. Crazy work. Wait, AJ what? Yeah, AJ Mitchell has 2 rebounds already. Okay, so I like this from this game so far. RJ Barrett and Quickly. Something you could do to narrow these down if you don't want to take both is you can take the volume trends, and you can look obviously just at the Raptors, and you can see who's getting like more shots up. So RJ Barrett, Quickly's down just a bit, nothing crazy. RJ Barrett's usage down 13%. What? For the last 3 games, that's crazy. So he's averaging 16 shots in his last 5 games. And we gave him 12. So if we like him on 12, I think we're going to love him on 16. Yeah, 8 of 11 there. 33 without starters could take him for 20 pretty easily. Rebounds, he should get exactly 6. If you can bet an exact. Nah, don't do that. Just kidding. Okay, let's look at the Pistons now. I think we're good on the Raptors. Ooh, one thing, injury splits. Another thing we could do for the Raptors, because there are some pretty big injuries for them. I know these guys have been out a while, but it's always good to see if their points are up. So yeah, Quickly points are up. RJ Barrett points are up. They're both well above their average. Quickly's line is only 15. We like him for 20. Let's see how their shot types match up. So yeah, not great, but over the course, again, over the course of the last 5 games, they're giving up 32 points. This is season data. So you kind of, in my opinion, take that with a grain of salt. That might not turn out well for us, but I think the more important thing is the recency and how the player's performing opposed to a certain defense. Especially with this over-under still decently high for a Pistons game, as well as the spread of +3. Pace has been low for the Raptors recently. Let's see if they're up at all. No. So we'll see. He had a good head-to-head matchup. Who, Quickly or Barrett? Quickly does. Barrett does not. Only shot 4 of 6 here. Okay, let's look at the Pistons. Injury splits. Biggest thing for them is gonna be Isaiah Stewart out, of course. So we look at that. Jalen Duren without Isaiah Stewart averages 7.9 more rebound chances, up to 26.4. So definitely a line we're gonna want to look at. Without Isaiah Stewart, he's 6 of 7 on this line. Absolutely unbelievable. A lot of it has been due to like favorable matchups. This one, not an amazing matchup. Last 5 though, they have given up a lot. Let's see, they have Podol back. Last time he played him, he had 18 rebounds. Yeah, Podol was in and he had 18 rebounds, so probably just based off of that, a line you're going to want to take. His rebounds, or his points as well. Had a bad night here. Who got all the rebounds here? Cade had 11 assists. Bankero had all the rebounds. Wendell Carter. But in this case, you're only going to have to worry really about one guy, and that's Podol. Some Ingram, but... So his PR, I mean, he's hit every single game pretty convincingly. And also make sure the starters are in. So 4 or 5, the minimum PR he got is 26. Other than that one game, though, the minimum he's got is 39, and his line is 30.5. So I would take this pretty much in a heartbeat. You can also see last 5 stats match up well. His cut, which is his top-rated shot, or his highest frequency shot, is ranked 1 out of the entire NBA. They give up the most. Look at, like, his chances are ridiculous. Without Isaiah Stewart, 26 on average. You give him 23. This game is kind of a fluke. He only had 17. So, like, say we even just give him 20. And then how many shots? Like, 13. Let's give him 20 chances, 13 shots, and see what he looks like. Yeah, 9 of 9 on his rebounds, 7 of 9 on his points. What quarter does he seem to go off in? 4th quarter, he goes crazy. Had 7 here against the Spurs. Yeah, I would take his PR as well as his rebounds, I think. His rebounds, what has better odds, actually? Plus 100 on DK to go over that. Don't really know why. Also, 20 plus, he should get 23. So he averages 15 rebounds on an 11.5 line. His points, he should shoot minimum for 13. What were his actual without Isaiah Stewart? Yeah, he should shoot more than that. Like 14 and 23 is probably what we're looking at. So, yeah. I mean, that's an insane line right there. Probably also could be a ladder opportunity. You could see as well, I think it was this game without Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, you can see without Isaiah Stewart, he had 18 rebounds. I mean, unbelievable, right? Who wasn't in this game? Was it Asar, Tobias, Dunk? Who was not in this game? Sorry, see, look at their starting lineup. It was Cade. Cade was not in this game. And they still killed him. Yeah, see, this is why I don't look at head-to-head stats, though. Like, look at this starting lineup compared to this one. Like, they're not even close to what's going to happen. What's up, Tizzo? Welcome. Welcome. All good, bro. All you need to know is Duren PR is a lock. His line is now 31. Or no, his line was 30.5. 30.5 minus 113. Rebounds might be worth a ladder. His line is 12 for plus 100. But, I mean, he's got 14 in how many games? 5 of 7? What's his best odds on 14? So yeah, plus 228 on DK. He's got 16 twice. So this is a 2-unit play. How do I do this? There we go. Not used to DK here. I have 100% boost. I'm going to use that on the Durin. Okay, I need to do this one at a time because I am going to bet things that I do not want to bet. Okay, I'm going to do Durin. I have 100% boost on it. I'm going to do his PR boosted at plus 177 for 30.5. And I'm going to do that to win to net 2 units. Or no, max wager 25. So I'm going to put 25 on it. That's close. It's close to... not really. Close enough to winning 2 units. I'm going to put more on his rebounds as well. There. That went through. Hopefully that didn't go in like 10 times because I spammed the button. No, we're good. Dante has 3 rebounds. We're locked, boys. We're locked. Come on now. Nas with no assists. Is he even in the game yet, though? Probably low-key not even in yet. He just got in, so we're good. Nas, let him cook. Let him cook. Yeah, I'm never cashing out. Unless I have a crazy future bet, that's my rule. I just never cash out. So I don't even look. I trust the data. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit, but I ain't cashing out. Durin, I definitely think is worth a sprinkle. I mean, you can see literally he averages 26. What is his rebound? He averages 14 rebounds. And he's plus 227 to get 14. I mean, come on now. This is on his 15 line. If you take Isaiah Stewart out on his normal line, look at this, boys. 6 of 7. That's just crazy. Cash Dante. Attaboy. Attaboy. Okay, so I'm going to take him for 12. I'm going to take him for 14. I'm going to sprinkle his 16. Or wait, 16. Yeah. It's 26 chances. Let's just literally take his average. He's 50% on getting 16 rebounds when he gets 26 chances. 13 of 14 on this. I mean, that line is just something you absolutely cannot pass up on. His 12 plus boards is going to be a to win 2-unit play. His 14 is going to be like to win 1 unit. So whatever I have to put on that to win 1 unit. Looks like about 0.5 units. And then 16 I'll do like a third of a unit. I mean, 50% hit rate, you can't argue with that, man. You just can't. Again, without Isaiah Stewart. For 16. Like, that's insane. Did Dante hit 4 or 3? I know he hit 3. Did he cash already? Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, good. Good boy, Dante. Attaboy. Really liked his recent stats. SGA with no rebounds. Crazy work. Either way, we're positive from those 2 bets. Just need Nas to heat up, man. Come on now. What's he done so far? Nothing. He missed a 3. Whole bunch of nothing, boys. Nothing burger so far. Okay, Durin, definitely the play from this one. Amen Thompson without Isaiah Stewart. Or Asar Thompson, sorry. We actually have looked at this before. Him without, for some reason, without Isaiah Stewart, 8 of 9 on his assists. You can probably ladder him up to this plus 196. I don't know why this is the case, but he always plays really, really good on assists without Isaiah Stewart. 4 of 5 has got 7. I remember this game we laddered him up to 5, and he cashed that. So yeah, love that. Nas will lock in, but don't worry. Let me type in the other props for you guys. Asar Thompson, we're going to come back to his assists in a sec. I want to make sure you guys can get these in. RJ Barrett over 19.5 points. Quickly over 15.5 points. Turnover 30.5 PR. I also like him up to 16 rebounds, but I'm just going to say 12 through 16 rebounds. Just make sure you sprinkle that accordingly. If you type exclamation mark props now, you'll be able to see some more. Yeah, Dante already cashed, bro. We'll take it, we'll take it, we'll take it. The next one's Duren, man. Duren, I love his PR. I love his rebounds. Lock in, boys. Lock in. I know you're not in the Kings game, but I was looking for Westbrook. 1 block, plus 300 whenever we get to it. Got you, Peanut. Just remind me when we're back there. Keon Ellis for 4 threes. Holy. Okay, let's get back to this Asar Thompson one, though. You can see his potential assist without Isaiah Stewart skyrocket. Again, not sure why. I feel like this doesn't have any correlation. But look at this. Look at this, boys. 51% on 2.5 assists. It's like, maybe he gets there, maybe he doesn't. Without Isaiah Stewart, yeah, he gets there. He gets there, boys. So we'll check his recent minutes. March 5th. Dang, is he not going to get minutes? That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. 8 of 9, though. Like, if he gets good minutes, this could be a live bet. They also allow a lot to his position. With similar pace, he should get 4 at least. I mean, he could... Like, he's hit this 7+ line twice out of 9 games at plus 1,600 without Isaiah Stewart. Like, he averages 4.9 usually, averages 6.3. So, like, if we give him 6 potentials, 81% on his normal assist, and then you take out Isaiah Stewart, put in the starters, he gets 5. So, I don't like his minutes recently, though. You have to make sure he's getting good minutes. It looks like he got injured against the Spurs, and he's just coming back, so might not get crazy minutes. I could look it up, see what his injury was. Asar Thompson injury status. Let's see. Returns from 5-game absence. Was a right ankle sprain. Is 100%. Asar Thompson probable. Will play Sunday. Upgraded to... From probable to available. Let's see if we can get anything here as expected. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine. Again, this game only had 2 minutes. Should get... I don't know. I don't really want to bet on it. It's unfortunate because it's a really good look. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets good assists. We just have to wait to see if he gets minutes. You know what I mean? Just have to wait on that one. Naz Reid 0 assists. Bro, is he just... Oh yeah, they're trash. Oh my god. They're shooting 38% to the Thunder's 34. Yeah, this game's going under. Okay, this game I think we're just going to skip. I mean, you guys know why, right? We're just going to skip this one. Dallas versus Cleveland. Favored by 15, bro. Jalen Tyson gets 10? Don't love that. Is Mobley out? No. Bro, SGA is 2 of 8. Ant's 2 of 6. Wow, everyone is out for this game. This is actually crazy. Or no, Max Strus is probable. Questionable probable we don't want in here. Don't want that. I want Jared Allen and Sam Merrill. No data. So 5 of 9, 3 of 5 from 3. Someone was talking about his threes earlier. Who was that? Is that No Cap? No Cap might have been talking about his threes. Oh yeah, it's Vixie. Twas I. I mean, he shot good in this game, 3 of 5. I don't know about 4. But I need to figure out what's limiting this. Maybe Merrill? We mainly just want Allen out. 4 of 7, 5 of 8, 3 of 5. I mean, yeah, that looks good. Four plus 402. He's getting the volume for sure. I mean, 7 out of 7. I don't trust him to go 4 of 7 again. Like at max, you look at like half. I typically look for a third. But again, threes are obviously heavily boosted props. Plus 750 on 17.5 points. I mean, 14.5 is probably a pretty good line. Missed this barely. Shot 5 of 9, only missed. If he makes one of those twos, he gets that. If that makes sense. Again, Jack, I told you I just didn't. I didn't not like it. I just didn't look at it because of his like lack of data on the team with the current inactives or whatever. It's not that I didn't like it. There's just no data, and I don't want to sway you guys either way. Okay, who's gonna get rebounds? That's what we need to know without Jared Allen. Not James Harden. Apparently no one's going to get rebounds. Also, Dallas is without Gaff, I think. Yeah, Gafford's doubtful. PJ probable. Marvin Bagley could get a lot of boards. If he's starting... Bro, wait, this is crazy. Hold on. Gaff and Clay are out. Okay, hasn't played with that. His line's 7.5 boards favored for that mark. See, that's just not. Should get 11 chances. We're gonna have to look at this carefully. See, his minutes are trash though. Hold on, this could be a better look than this game even, or than the Cavs. Oh yeah, blowout too. Dennis Schroeder, more minutes, also has a good matchup for 3.5 assists. Let's look at that. Yeah, blow-up potential, so I'd say point differential greater than, like, 12. I usually limit it just a little bit from this, like, 75% of that, so 12 is probably about right. We'll just say point differential of 10 on a, not in the playoffs, on a current team. Assists actually don't look great. I do like his chances. Head-to-head he hit. Yeah, I don't love his chances, though. What happened in this game when they just played? Yeah, I mean, complete blowout. 20 minutes. Minutes average goes from... Yeah. I mean, still averages about the same minutes, to be honest. Max Strus being in could be annoying. Because I know there's, like, no data on him. Yeah. Embiid? Did I say Embiid? Embiid's been out for weeks, bro. He's not back, is he? Alright, well, Nas is doing everything but getting PRA. He has 1 rebound in 7 minutes. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's look at just Dallas here. Oh yeah, Cooper Flag. That's a reason for Bagley not to get a ton. See, this team is just like so different. I mean, look what happens without Gaff, but like I want it to be recent. Gaff and Clay, that's what we need. Oh, there's nothing with Gaff and Clay. Come on. Come on, bro. This is what we want, actually. Okay, so there's data with all of them. Don't get that, but okay. Okay. I guess Bagley didn't play in this game either. Yeah, this was so long ago. Just need to look at Bagley without the 2 centers. Like, it's that simple. Like, who else are they going to trust to get rebounds? Dwight Powell? Musa Sisse? Like, they're not going to trust these guys to get rebounds. His minutes go up a lot. Cooper Flag's in, though. Without Clay. Wow, Clay's missed that much of the season, too. Jeez. So who gets rebounds with these? Coop doesn't. Chrissy doesn't. Najee doesn't. PJ does, but not a very high split. Fish Middleton. Wait, was Bagley on a different team? I don't think he was. Oh, he was. He was on the Magic, and then the Wizards. What? Oh, yeah, okay, so there's no data with this. Hold on. Sorry, he should get 27 minutes. He had, God, he had 4 rebounds just yesterday against him. Mobley had 7. Dwight Powell had a double-double. Bro. And this was with or without PJ? It was without PJ. Clay played, though. Dwight Powell double-double some nasty work. Days of rest. When was this game? So it's 2 days ago. So 2 days of rest. Without Gaff. Should get like 20 minutes at least. He did have some with 19 though. Average is 22. Yeah, there's no edge there. There's no edge there. I wouldn't be surprised without Jared Allen, but I don't like the fact that that even without Jared Allen in the last game, which they played 2 days ago, that he still didn't get good potentials. So something for the Cavs is what we're going to be looking at. Don't really like anything for the Mavs. Also, high blowout potential. So maybe he gets minutes on that blowout potential, but not really something I want to bet on, especially since he's in the starting lineup. Probably why Dwight Powell actually got a lot of rebounds. It's because he was just playing garbage time and didn't even have to face Mobley. That's what my guess would be, actually, for sure. Keon Ellis averages 3 threes without Jared Allen. Or 5 threes without Jared Allen, sorry. Current team. So with this, doesn't look great. Didn't even shoot here. Was getting good minutes. Yeah, this game's going to be a blowout. I'm going to skip it. This game, is there any crazy injuries? I know all these guys are out. This Justin Edwards guy, I was thinking of picking him up in fantasy just based on all the inactives for current inactives for Philly. You can see he should get like 28 minutes. If he gets that, he's going over his points. 5'6", 5'11", should shoot more than that. Seems more confident recently as well. Like if he gets 28 minutes, like what is his analysis here without all these guys? His points go from 5.2 on the season to 11.3. He's taking about 7 shots. So let's just filter like 7 shots, at least 2 threes, and like 20, we'll just say 25 minutes, call it. So, God, yeah, that doesn't look good, actually. 3 of 10, 3 of 8. Recently, that has been nasty. Assists, should get 3 assists. Quentin Grimes is shooting a lot. Oh, yeah, his points are up. Look how many questionable guys there are as well for them. It's actually pathetic. The Tank Fest. They're joining the Tank Fest. 6 of 13. Shot 13 free throws in this game. Should get 13 field goal attempts. Like 4 threes at least and 3, say 14. 3 free throws and like 4 threes at a minimum. That's a minimum. I feel like you have to like that. Minus 103. Points look good for Quentin Grimes. 17 of his last 20 with those splits. He's also averaging, he's actually averaging 16 and minutes at 34. Yeah, I should get like 30. So yeah, I should get more minutes than that. Did they get killed though? That's when he was on the Mavs. See, that's why I don't look at head-to-head stats. Quentin Grimes, this dude is on the Mavs. Like, head-to-head stats are just cooked, man. Absolutely cooked. Similar defensive rating, so this is about what you expect. Probably not 13 free throws, but 4 threes. Yeah, 16. So let's say we give him what he should actually average. 16, 4 on maybe not 35 minutes, but like at least 30. That's what he should average. Yeah, it's just nasty. Should go under on his assists. We took him the other day and he got 5. He came back in for 2 minutes and got 5. It's like, bro, really? That was unbelievable, but of course. VG Edgecombe averages 2 potential assists and his line is 4.5. So, had 0 against the Pistons. Jeez. Another thing you like is the high over-under 228. Pretty high number. Anything you guys have from this game? Let me know, let me know. See, is Najri doing anything? Oh, he's out of the game. He has 2 rebounds. It's not terrible. It's just no one's scoring, man. They're shooting 42%. Nasri took 2 threes and missed them both. I would assume has also been nasty. He's 4 of 4 so far. Robert Williams, questionable with a knee. If he doesn't play, Klingen gets like 1 billion rebounds. Now, this game is also on way later. When is this game on? I believe this game's on later. Yeah, like 5 o'clock. So, again, if he doesn't play, if Robert Williams doesn't play, Klingen's going to get 7 billion rebounds. Yeah, I mean, look, like, he's got... this season, he's got 15 or more, plus 273 to get 14. What's his actual line? Is it this one? Yeah, I mean, that's just nasty, right? His minutes are up. Should get like 30 at least. When was the last time he played? 13th. So he should get... Oh my god. Wait, this could be nasty. Should get 30 minutes. Out Robert Williams. Yeah, played Minnesota. This is a hard matchup for him. I'd never take him against Minnesota. They just have rebounders all over the place. They average, on average, they go up 14. Drummond also questionable. This could be a buy low spot. Klingen threes. This could be a buy low spot on Klingen. His threes? Would not take his threes. 35 minutes against Utah. Dude said, let me cook, and got 15 boards. Maybe they just know they don't need him for this game. Like, off of a back-to-back, his rebounds actually look rough. But again, buy low spot with Robert Williams out, or if he's out, he's getting 15 rebounds. So, buy low spot could backfire if Robert Williams plays. What's he questionable with? Questionable with a knee. When's the last time he did play? Can't see. Someone let me know last time he played. I guess we can just look like... We can look. Did not play in that game. Played here. Okay, so he played March 10th. He played 5 days ago. 2 Moni boards. Three of 7 without inactive with starters. Klingen is 2 of 7. I really like him also against the Sixers. Like, they don't have... Who's going to get the rebounds? Bone is questionable now. So is Drummond. You trust Barlow to get the rebounds? He's their 4th string center? They're not going to have a center. So I think Klingen... I'm going to buy low on Klingen in this spot. For his rebounds. You can ladder him up to 15 if you'd like. That's a really good spot for it. He's minus 119 to go over 12 now. Yeah. No, I guess that's... Yeah, that's fine. Since this is a buy low spot, I don't know if I want to buy all the way up to... Like, if Robert Williams plays, how bad does it look? If we take these out with starters... how bad does it look if he plays? 1 of 6. But also... They just don't have a rebound on the other side, man. Ooh, Klingon, maybe we take his first half. His first half rebounds always come through. There's no... Wait, do they do first half projections on DK? I think first half... Not first quarter, but usually second quarter he pops off. Third quarter... Yeah, sometimes has none in the fourth, so I actually like his first half. I'm not sure if they have odds for that. Do they do that? Can someone let me know if DK does that? Dante 7 boards. Bro, can he let SGA get some, please? Is Dante going to get a double-double, bro? It says he has 6 now. I don't know if they took some away or what. But yeah, it says he has 6. Hopefully Nas gets some minutes here. This is looking rough. This is looking rough. SGA is 2 of 9. He has 4 points. He broke the record and now he says, see ya, record. I don't care. Okay, well, it says there's no odds, so I guess there's no odds. Sometimes Underdog has it, but it looks like they got rid of it for his first. Yeah, first quarter doesn't look great. Second quarter. Now, a thing you could do with Klingon is just bet him at after the first quarter. He probably won't get too many. And then second quarter, he usually turns up, gets a ton of boards. That's just a typical trend. So, might just wait and live bet him, especially if then we know if Robert Williams is out. But I guess we kind of have to buy low now. Let's see. Bobby Portis available. Giannis, Miles Turner available. Dieng ruled out. This game would probably be careful on. Everyone's out for the Warriors. And then there's McBride, which isn't going to make much of a difference. But let's see Mitchell Robinson when there's a spread of like 15. If he gets rebounds. Yeah, he gets like no minutes if they win. So who gets good chances here? His assists are actually over 56% of the time. Let's not say they're spread. Let's say like 11. Let's look at like Brunson. Under on his rebounds. Hart. Under on his rebounds. His assists usually over. Does have a good matchup. The last 5 games, they give up on average 7 assists. Similar pace. Seems good there. Seems good for that. Cat looks rough. Cat boards look rough when they win by this much. That's why I thought Mitchell Robinson would look good, but he just doesn't. They must just put these, like, some of their bench in. I don't know. Shamet threes. Shamet? Whoa, everyone's out and everyone's in. In Reed. Okay, these are big minutes for Reed. These are huge minutes for Nas here. If we can get, like, 1-3 or, like, something, we need something from him. We need, like, 5 PRA in these 3 minutes. And then we have a chance. Data doesn't lie. I'm not worried about it either way, but... See, look at this, though. Look, everyone's out for them. What are they even going to do? Gui Santos? Like, who gets minutes when they lose by, like, at least 10? Well, Gui Santos is kind of hard to look at just because it's only, like, these games up until here, I assume. Yeah, because these games he just wasn't getting minutes. Pajemski, see, like, just under everything, man. They just don't get rebounds. That's what makes this so hard. Like, I don't know. Wait a minute, so is he getting in the fourth? He had 7 of his points in the fourth. 10 in the third. Dude had 8 points going into halftime and then dropped 18 more to get 25. It's crazy. Io's just peaking, bro. Jalen R.A. Brunson? Not take his R.A. Or sorry, that's with a loss. The win? Probably still rough, yeah. Recently looks okay. Io just made another 3. Io made a 3, blocked Caruso's layup, and then made a fast break game-tying 3. That's unbelievable. Brunson, 5 of his last 5. But, like, if they win by, like, 11 or more, which is what the spread is, he's just under, man. This one's hard because their favorite, like, the Knicks should absolutely curb stomp them. They have no bench. They're going to have Gary Payton, and that's their bench. They literally have Gary Payton and Will Ricard, but he's starting? Like, I don't know, man. Okay, I don't know why Nasri is literally doing nothing. This is insane. It's actually insane. Ant lead taking 3. They're winning now. Bro. I feel like this is a conservative estimate, though. Like, if they lose by 10... Like, if this team... Sorry. What is this? If they lose by at least 10... Gui Santos is kind of an outlier because he should get, like, 26 minutes. But even in a loss, like, Gui should go under his PRA. Like, he is under in every game but one when he's getting his minutes. But again, there's no, like, there's just no data without all these injuries. Should go under, just hard to tell. We know it's without Jimmy and Steph, but D'Anthony Melton probably, yeah. See, and then he's close. And just got 2 threes. Nasty work. Chris Santos turnovers. I don't know. I would skip this game. Knicks are gonna win. Should be pretty convincing as well. And then Tank Fest. I don't even want to go over Tank Fest. Let's just go over first baskets. think we're done on player props. Let's just look at first baskets. This game should be interesting. Podol, wow, Podol wins a lot of tips. Podol versus Duran. Podol should win. His last 10, he's 5 of 7. 4 of his last 4. I feel like you probably just have to take that. Cannot believe Nas is 0 of 2, bro. He better heat up. So tough. Head to head, he's won. He has beat, or no, he beat Paul Reed. Last 10, they are getting the first field goal more often. They get it 60% of the time. So that's good. They did not get it last time. Who got it last time? Paul Reed got it. SGA blocked Julius Randle. AJ Mitchell missed a 3. Or AJ Mitchell missed a 3. AJ Missile. AJ Missile for 3, Barek. Both centers in this game, head to head. Only one game though. No crazy edge. I'm probably gonna be taking the Raptors since Podol, I think, should have a better chance than Duran to win the tip. Detroit first field goal allowed by position. Center, small forward, power forward on the season. Looks like the small forward, which is RJ Barrett, right? So maybe he comes through for us. Let's see the last 10. How many starts has he had, though? Yeah, 10. Yeah, 30%. 30% first game. First team could be Ingram. First team, bro, Brandon Ingram has 5 in the last 10 games. They seem to like opening up with him. Hartenstein had 6 rebounds in the first 2 minutes and has 8 at halftime. That is just unbelievable. So Brandon Ingram, probably first team. How many does RJ Barrett have, though? He only has 42 starts, so he has, yeah. Brandon Ingram, first team field goal. Odds are plus 650 for first field goal. RJ Barrett plus 700. They allow lots of 2s, which is what Brandon Ingram does. First point, 11. How does he have 11 first points and only 13 first field goals? He got some free throws. This number should be the same or close. See, always bet first point if you can. We got screwed by that yesterday. I didn't know that it didn't allow free throws. So now we know. Unlucky, but now we know. Make sure you also know the starting lineup. So, like, obviously, Brandon Ingram's going to start. Sandro's not. CMB's obviously out. RJ Barrett will start. Scotty Barnes will start. Quickly will start. And Podol will start. Make sure you know the starters. You can like look at the starters by just going to the lineups or expected lineup. Quickly, Ingram, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Podol. Now, if any of these guys are questionable, let's see, I'd be careful on it, but they're not. So you pretty much know that this is going to be the starting lineup. It's going to be either RJ Barrett or Brandon Ingram most likely for the first basket. You can also see what position they allow recently to. Let's see, who scored the first one in this game? Was it, who scored the first basket? It wasn't Ant. Start of the first. Who scored the first basket? Or it was Chet. So yeah, last 5 games they allow 60% to the power forward. Last 3, 67%. And Chet hit, so if you're going strictly off position, like we did with Queta, I think that's a way to go. One thing to note with this game, though, is there's not, like, a clear winner. Like, you look at the last 5, it's like 40%. That's only 2 of 5. And then recently, it's either center, power forward, small forward. Over the season, looks like small forward is what they allow the most. So if you were to go based off of that, it would be RJ Barrett. If you were to go based off of the actual better-looking stats, it would be Brandon Ingram. So you can see that here. Where's RJ Barrett? So he has 42 starts and 4 first-team field goals, but also 3 of 4 first field goals made in the entire game, which is definitely Randall undercooked. What, did he go over already? Oh no, I'm sorry. Dude, Nasreed has an 18 point plus minus. Plus 18, but he hasn't scored a single bucket. Okay. I think it's either Ingram or RJ Barrett. I would just lean Ingram. We could also check recency, like who's leading there. See, Ingram's 5 of his last 10. I feel like you just have to take Ingram. He does have the worst odds, which means he is the most likely, but plus 650 for the worst odds. Also has 4 of 5 first field goals in the game. 20% first game field goal attempt. So must be kind of getting lucky with the first few guys missing. But I think that is a good look. You can also filter by starters. You can see Tobias Harris, like never. Cade. For the season. Yeah, it's just going to be Ingram, man. First team a third of the time. And then the next was CMB, but he's 27%. Total in 29 starts, only 6.9. So what is that, like 2 of 29 maybe? Let me see. 2 divided by 29. Yeah. So 6% chance. That's crazy. Jay, we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't look great now, but trust the data. What's his line now for PRA? Should have taken him as a halftime bet, man. His line's 11.5, and we need 20. Him missing both of those threes was rough. Like, statistically, it should make his next, at least, one of his next 2. At least. Should probably make both of them, more likely, but we'll see. We'll see. Brandon Ingram. RJ Barrett, just based off of position, but Ingram has the next, or no, he doesn't have the next most. Only 6 shooting guards have been allowed by Detroit to score first. Only 1 in the last 10. Kind of makes me think RJ Barrett's going to get it. It's not going to be Podol. Could be Barnes, too. Power forward. This one, I don't see a clear edge. I don't see a clear edge, man. Wow, Bucks are awful. Yeah, Miles Turner can't win a tip to save his life. Zubac should... He's questionable. Both of them are questionable. We're not betting on this either. Okay, Mobley versus Gafford. If he doesn't play, though, Bagley starts. And he hasn't won a tip. He's never won a tip this season. So yeah, Mobley should win. 10 of 16. So we definitely like that. What does Dallas allow? It's centers. Ooh. And if Gaff is out, that makes sense. So Mobley. Already like Mobley, and yeah, we like Mobley. He has the most on his team, and then Donovan Mitchell. But we like Mobley based on position, plus 375. Jarris Walker. We just don't know if Zubac's starting, though. Mobley, let's see if I can get a first point scorer. I guess I have to look up the Cavs rather than Mobley. Bro, where do I find this? Like, why does this never pop up? NBA. This game. Quick hits. Mobley's plus 281 to be the first scorer. I mean, the data looks insane, but 281? Like, not only do they allow the most to his position, I guess he's not technically this. No, he will be the center, right? He should be the center. He's gonna have to be. Yeah, he'll be the center. Dean Wade at the power forward. Mobley's gonna score a dunk first basket. Yeah, Mobley 2-ball. First scorer exact. First dunk scorer, Mobley. He's plus 160. Average shots to first field goal, 1.8 to 2.1 on the season. Average shots to first three, 3.6. Yikes. 2.4 on the season, though. So Evan Mobley also played Bagley in the last game because Gaff was out. Two-point jump shot. Yeah, I mean, I think Mobley. I think Mobley's the best look. Penn just upset Yale. What? Mobley plus 281 for the first point scorer. I think that's a good look. I think he'll get a dunk or a floater. Okay. Yeah, look. Tip win percent. 56%. Let's see their last five. 40%. Yeah, Klingon. We love Klingon to win the tip here. 80%. Let's see head to head. Klingon beat Drummond, which we love. Over the course of the year, Klingon has a 58% tip percent. Oh, Drummond has an 82%, but he's questionable. We know Klingon's gonna go. What was Drummond questionable with again? I don't love that. See, okay, clicking all the wrong buttons. Let's just go here. What was he questionable with? Raynaud first basket could be crazy. Drummond, it's just like injury report. Drummond questionable with a back. Oh, God. But Klingon has his number. So surely Klingon gets it done, right? Give us one more first quarter score besides even. No idea what that means. Okay, Philly allows some point guards. Point guard, shooting guards. They have a problem with guards. Head-to-head, it was a small forward who scored. Avdia. Okay, let's look at data here. First team field goal attempt, 70% for Drew Holiday. Ooh. Has hit 4 of them. First game, 0%. Right, starts in the last 5. Drew Holiday, 2 of his last 5. Yeah, that's nasty. So Drew, first point, only has 1 first point. But we think they're going to win the tip. I like Drew here. He also averages the most on his team. No, he doesn't. Tremoni does. Who's the best odds? Drew, I guess. Drew at plus 750. Tremoni plus 900. Tremoni, 1 point. Oh, this scrolls over. Oh, field goals attempted or points? That's huge. So Drew averages, 1.7, 2.2 points in the first 3 minutes. That's what he's averaging over his last 10 games. First team attempt, 70% for Drew. That is crazy. Drew for 3. 3 ball. I think they also allowed, was it the most or close to point guards? Yeah, it was the most. 29%. So a third of the time it's going to be a point guard. Two of the last 3. That's what we like, man. Drew also at plus 900 or whatever. Let's try Drew for his... Okay, can't do that. Type in Drew, Trailblazers. Why do they make it so hard to find the first basket spots? Like, I can't even... Gafford is out? That's huge, bro. Then we love Drew. Plus 730? Yeah. Mobley and Drew? Can you do round robins on DraftKings too, or no? How do I even do that? Someone let me know, please. Golden State versus the Knicks. Okay, so let's see if there's any head-to-head data. This could be nasty. Yeah, Cat, of course, won the tip. Season tip win percent is nasty. Last 10 is actually good for the Warriors. It's Al Horford. Quentin Post actually did win 1. Cat, 3 of his last 9. Kind of a yikes there. Jeez. Cat's been rough recently. Gotta like the head-to-head stats, though. That's what matters the most. Last 10, Golden State allows them the point guard, shooting guard, so they struggle with guards. Yes, parlay. Yes, you can. I believe you just add all the plays into your slip, then there's an option around Robin. I don't see it. Don't see it. Add Ingram. Oh, I see. I got you. It's at the top. I see. I see. Thank you, guys. I got it. Okay. I think Cat should win this, so let's just look at who, over the course of the season, what they allow, who they allow to. So, 2-point layup. They allow 37% layups on the year, so that's a very big discrepancy. So, who's going to get that layup? It's close between the forwards and the guards. Looks like point guard recently. Yeah. So it's just going to be a Brunson layup. That's what it should be, at least. Let's look at last 10. See, but Brunson doesn't look good. OG in his last 10 is getting 50% of the first buckets, or the first shot. First point is going to be Josh Hart. I'm trying to figure out what's more important, whether the defense is more important or the actual player stats, because what they allow here is pretty convincing, right? Like, over the course of this season, or was that not the course of this season? Was that like last... Or no, sorry, the shot type. The shot type, 2-point layup. So you're not going to want to bet like on a 3-ball primary shooter. So that rules out... I guess it doesn't rule out OG for a layup. I guess it doesn't rule out anything, really. But 2-point layup, I mean, pretty convincing. 3-point jump shot allowed by the Knicks. So some 3-ball from the Warriors. Moses Moody's out, though. Everyone's out. Like, everyone who shoots the ball is out. There's just no data. Pajemski, maybe for a 3-ball? I don't know. Someone for a 3 on the Warriors if you're betting them for first basket. But I think the Knicks are going to win tip. Head-to-head data, I believe, is king. So you have Cat, who has already beat Quentin Post. Quentin Post also questionable. So if he doesn't go, then you're betting on Trace Jackson Davis, who hasn't won a tip. He's only had one. Cat, only a 44% tip guy, which is actually lower than I would have thought. Recently the Warriors are actually getting the first shots, but I mean, as we know, they just don't head-to-head. They also have a really weird lineup. So who got it last time? Small forward. Was it OG? Or no, head-to-head. It was... I guess it was Miles McBride. He wasn't a... Or I guess he was playing small forward in this game. Yeah, I really like... I'd probably skip this game. I really like Mobley, Drew. Ingram's questionable. Like, I do like it from the play type and the position type allowed. So they allow a lot to small forwards. What was I concerned about? Like, them just not winning tip or something? Head-to-head. No, I think they will win tip. 4-4 in his last 5. I am going to put Ingram on it. Was it the odds maybe that were just low? What are his odds? Oops. No, what is happening? Then round robin. All combinations X4. So I guess it just does all round robins and a 3-leg. Yeah, so I'll probably do that. Yeah, I don't know on this one. I think Cat should win the tip on post. Anthony Towns height. So he's 7 foot. Clinton Post height. So they're both 7 foot. Did I say Cat's 7 foot or 7'1"? Yeah, 7 foot. I just think Cat's more athletic. Like, he gotta have a better wingspan, right? Incoming Dante double-double? Bruh. Yeah, if he could shoot the ball, holy. 3 of 6, 7 points only. 1 of 4 from 3, that'll do her. Hartenstein has 10 rebounds and 0 points. Wow. Man, this last 10 game is scaring me. But if you look, let's see who's making it. Like, guys who are not starting, right? See, like, Gui Santos not getting any. Horford, Anthony Melton, Draymond Green. That gets rid of, like, 50% of it. Just smacked a 3. Who? Dante? Jeez. Bro, put Naz Reid back in. What are we doing? Jarris Walker on the Pacers. If Miles Turner doesn't play, though, Giannis is getting it. Giannis is getting tip, and I don't like the idea of Giannis getting a tip over Zubac. Jeez, look at, like, also, like, Zubac's questionable, Siakam's questionable. They've had, what, 8 guys take tips? I mean, that's insane. Okay, let's look at the last game, see if we can get something here. Oh my god, it's going to be Taylor Hendricks. No. That's so sad. Wait, what? Who's going to take the tip for Utah? It's got to be Taylor Hendricks. All of these other guys are out. They had Ace Bailey take a tip? Oh, nah. So it's going to be Reynaud. Oh, nah, bro. The Jazz are so cooked. Over the season, they actually have a good tip win percent because of their bigs. But, yeah, it's going to be the Kings. It's got to be Reynaud. There's literally no chance he throws. Can I bet? Okay. Let me see what the line is on them winning the tip. Because this could be nasty work. I'm pretty sure that is a available bet. No, not college basketball. I want to see who's favored to win this tip, because it's got to be heavily favored for Sacramento. Quick hits, tip. Not first possession. Do you guys know how to find the odds? I know you can bet it. Team props, maybe? Team threes? No. I would assume it's under quick hits. Can one of you go on DraftKings and tell me where to find the first tip odds? While you do that, I'll look up who I think should win this. Or should get this bucket. I would assume they also allow a lot to centers recently. I guess not. Yeah, over the course of the season, 26% to centers. Recently, it's been small forwards. Small forwards and point guards. Small forwards and point guards. Let's see. DeMar DeRozan, small forward. Probably just take him. Plus 800. Jeez, DK plus 630. Plus 250 on this book? Who is ever using this book, bro? Nasty work. Quick hits and scroll all the way down to the end? I am. First possession? No, it's first possession, like, result. Like, 2-pointer made. I don't see it there. Walker is plus 750. Zubac is in, so we're good. Ooh. Is Zubac in? Yeah, is Zubac available? It's at the very bottom of quick hits. The very bottom for me is first possession exact on quick hits. Oh, do they just not have a line for that game, maybe? Hold on. Let's see if... Yeah. Sorry, they don't have it available for the Jazz Kings game yet. They know, man. They know. Okay, so that right there tells you what they're thinking. That's actually funny. Oscar, bro, who is that? So it's going to be Maxime Reynaud. They allow a lot to the small forward, and that right now is DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, I like that. I like that chance there. DeMar's shot one. He missed, but he shot one. Reynaud made one. First point, let's see over the last 10 games or so. See, DeMar's at the top, and he's only started in 8 games. So he's 3 of 8, so he's like 40% almost. And he's plus 800. So I think DeMar's the best look. It's 100% going to be the Kings. It's just who on the Kings. If Reynaud doesn't get this tip, bro, he's got to retire, because that is ridiculous. Wait, what was that guy's name? Hold on. I'm going to look up this guy's height. What if this guy's just nasty tall for some reason? Okay, he's 6'8". Reynaud is 7'1". Like, he's 5 inches taller, bro. I'd be shocked if the Kings at least don't get the first shot up. They should be able to get the first shot up in. Reynaud is plus 563. So Russ will get it from the key. If Russ doesn't drive down and score, he's got to either kick it out to DeRozan or Reynaud. Oh, it's just got to be. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, 40%. Yeah, I like DeMar for sure. DeMar plus 800. Reynaud plus 1160 on some books. I'm getting DeMar for plus 610 because I'm betting first point, not first. Not anything other than point. First 3, Nick Clifford is getting some. Let's look at starts. Clifford, Reynaud. Reynaud has one. I mean, I don't know. It's either going to be Reynaud or DeMar DeRozan. I kind of do like to actually look at the best matchups. They're all going to have good matchups because we're playing a trash team. But let's just look for points. DeMar slightly better. Like, look at his shot type, man. 19% frequency, pick and roll, ball handler. ISO. Love his chances in ISO. Or post up. Off rebound 81%. That's nasty work. What about Raynaud's shots? Raynaud's shots are tough too. So one of them's gonna get pick and roll. It's gonna be crazy. DeMar is 43%. Raynaud is 55%. It's one of those two, for sure. Bro, Adam, it's been like 2 weeks and they just won't verify me. I guess it's been a week. But they literally just won't verify me. Yeah, right now literally has to retire, bro. Verification. Verify the easy way. Bro, I've literally already done this. Just won't verify me. It's selling. It's selling my bag. Okay, it's gonna be, yeah, I mean these are our boys. I'm gonna do round robin. Let's see, 2-pick round robin is when it just does every combo of 2, right? So I think I want to do that, and then I want to do it as all singles, and then I want to do it as just a normal 4-leg. Okay, let's see if this... So, yeah, I don't want to do 3-pick. I just want to do 2. So if we get 50% of them, then we're good. In the green, at least. Yesterday, bro. Also, we could do team scorers. For the Cavs, I really like Mobley for a team scorer, but then you're getting crap odds, so is it even worth it? Team scorer, I don't know. See, Mobley, 4 of his last 5, but he's making it. 4 of his last 5 for team. Love that. And then this Golden State one, I don't know. This one's just anyone can score on Golden State here. So yeah, I like these 4. For first baskets, I like Mobley, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, DeMar DeRozan. Plus 15K. Make sure you're betting singles on all of them. Obviously, I would just recommend doing pretty much mainly just straights. For this Knicks game, Towns should win. If he does, I think I like Brunson. OG's also getting a ton. Draymond Green's out. Moses Moody. The top 3 scorers for the Warriors are out. Top 3 first scorers, I guess. OG, 50% team field goal. And then Jalen Brunson has 2 others. Towns has 0 over the last 10 games. Towns never gets it. 7.9%. It's going to be... Man, McBride in 14 starts. Actually was really good for team. Cat sometimes for team. Yeah, if anything, just Jalen Brunson, but then the odds aren't going to be worth it. First basket props, my 4 are Evan Mobley, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, DeMar DeRozan. Fun fact, FanDuel made $6 billion last year. Not many profitable bettors out there. 100% Adam. You know why? Because they're doing these 4-leg first basket scorers and not betting straights. Adam, I think he was asking what are mine, not what is it. But appreciate you. Inger, Mobley, DeRozan, and Drew. Yeah, that's what I'm betting. I'm gonna bet them all for straights, all for round robins. I'm just doing round robins by 2. Yeah. So if we hit 2 of them, we make. If we hit 1, we almost make our money back. If we hit 2, we make our money back and more. Based off the round robins. So yeah, those are more of like a fun thing. Like, be careful on those bets. Obviously, those are very can go very wrong very quickly. But those are just fun to do. So I put $2.50 on all of them, which is like for my units like 0.2 units on all of them. Like, let's see. Yeah, 0.16, 0.15 units. And then Duran, I think I have to take Duran for... I have a 100% profit boost. Did I already bet Duran, though? I thought he used that profit boost. Yeah, I already did use that profit boost. I have like 4 bonus bets that expire soon. Probably gonna have to use those. Should have used that on the first basket. No, you're good, Adam. I was just saying. I think it was a misinterpretation. Yeah, so I think my favorite props today are gonna be Duran. Oh, I have to bet quickly and Barrett. I don't think I did that yet. Barrett's gonna be on MGM. Barrett on MGM, quickly on underdog. Seems the best I can get is Caesars, which is minus 125. Barrett. I do have 2 promotions on MGM as well. I'll look at what those are in a sec. Point over under for Barrett, 19.5. For minus 118. That line moved like crazy, boys. Let's see what DK has it at. It's actually just refreshed. Last time I refreshed, the odds were exact. Which, goated, of course they are. Okay, promo, 15% odds boost. Yeah, I mean, what, like, no. Okay, so let's go back to that RJ Barrett line. See where it has his odds the best at. Minus 120 on Caesars now. Let's check there. Make sure you guys are getting the best value for your bets. Like, if you only have one book, I would highly recommend getting more. Barrett, let's see, for his points. Yeah, they are going to be minus 120, so I'll be taking him there. I always play to win about a unit. Not about. Try to be exact, but sometimes it can be hard to be exact. So yeah, place that on Barrett. So do I have any bonuses or anything? Acuff Cash. Who's Acuff? 23 points. Who has 23 points? Nasreed's back in. He made a shot. He has 5. He's 5 PR. He doesn't have any assists. That's what happens when your team shoots 40%, bro. The Thunder are shooting 36% and they're winning. That is actually pathetic. SGA getting some boards though. 18%. He's 3 of 16. Bro, he's actually not going to continue this streak. Oh no, he's shooting free throws. Never mind. He's back. He's back to his normal form. Top scorer in the country. How do I not know that? I don't know NCAA ball like I know NBA though. What was the other one I need to bet quickly? Points. Does seem to be shooting a lot more just without these injured players. Should get like 14 shots in 31 minutes. Just say 28 and 14. Yeah, I don't know why I'm questioning it. I already researched it. Minus 130 on MGM. Yeah, that's going to be cooked, doesn't it? Quickly, let's see. Let's see how cooked that line is. Need him for a 16. Quickly, yeah, he is minus 130. Okay, we're good. I mean, it's still not great, but we're gonna have to take it. One done. Yeah, my promos are trash on MGM. Any home run bets for the game of the century? That already happened back in 2016, Game 7, Cubs Indians World Series. There is no game of the century happening, unfortunately, but no, there's no date on it, so I don't bet on it. I don't even watch it, to be honest. Probably should, but haven't watched it. Naz Reid has only taken 3 shots. Ant has taken 16 in 3 quarters. And Julius Randle has taken 17. So, yeah, Naz not looking great going into the 4th quarter here. But we'll see what happens. Might bet Duren for a ton of rebounds just because without Isaiah Stewart, he's literally, I mean, he's 6 of 7 on that line. With starters, I'm going to bet him to 13 rebounds on a bonus bet for $25. I have to use these bonus bets, and I just don't want to forget about them. Let's see, what did I like him to? Up to 13, maybe. Also had like a billion against him last time, had 18, so surely he gets 13, right? 13 plus 130. Take a little bonus bet on it. I have a 100% boost that I haven't used. Use that on a parlay with Duren. His 12 plus is now minus 115, so he's heavily favored to go over that. Let's see if we can get his PR instead. Minus 122. Where did we bet that at? I thought it was better odds than that. Minus... Maybe it was that. Let me see. I think I bet him on DK. Yeah, we got him at plus 100 for 12 boards, and then Minus 113 were normal odds. I boosted him already. So I already boosted him. How long is this? How long does this last? Expires on the 15th. Oh, it expires today, so I have to use it. Wait, it says view bet. No, bet now. Expires tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yeah, I think I'll bet it now. I'm Underbro Captain Cardio. Who, Nas Reed? Did you warn me on Nas? I'm going to take my favorite long shot on 100% boost. I'm going to take Duran. And even, like, low-key, I think I can bet Mobley first basket. Like, maybe team first basket, but I don't think there's a chance. Was Gafford in? No, Gafford's out. So, yeah, there's not a chance he misses. I think I'd do, like, Mobley for a first team basket. Just kind of hedge our bets there. First team basket. First team field goal, Mobley. Who's the other one? Like, this guy can't... Like, it's got to be DeMar for his first team as well. First team attempt. I mean, his last 5 games, he's got 3 attempts. First team field goal, 4 in the last 10 games. And 1, let's see. He attempted... Yeah, he attempted 2 of them. Reed free throw, let's go. See, interesting here. First team field goal, DeMar DeRozan is plus 270, Raynaud is plus 300, but first point, Raynaud is plus 563. So that's already telling you there's an edge there, unless he gets a free throw for first point. But we're betting first basket, not point. First field goal scorer. Or some of the other favorite ones. I really like Dante. I mean, you could just look at him on a similar pace, right? Like, that's insane. I wouldn't have expected him to get a double-double, but I mean, you could take him for like probably 4.5 pretty comfy. I mean, he got a 12-18, right? So Nas Reed, I don't know how this dude is not hitting. This is unbelievable. If you look with starters, defensive rating, look at that. It's just unbelievable. Neesmith? I don't know if I trust the Pacers. Zubac is in though against Miles Turner, I guess. So Miles Turner's 1 of 3 against the Pacers. They're leading pretty convincingly there. This one's Mobley. This one's Drew. Like that. Drew, yeah, team scorer. Drew, team scorer, is nasty. 40% of his last. See, like, Scoot here, but he only has 2 starts. Look at season, or was it season or last? No, last 10. Get more recent data. You see Drew has taken 7 of the first... 7 of 10 of the first team shots were him in the last 10 games. He made 4 of them. Any more news on Klingon? Let's see. Jalen Tyson ruled out. Max Strus is going to make his debut. Yeah, I love Mobley, man. That's crazy. Oh. Holy sneeze. Wow, this guy is Ryan Rollins for a double-double. Ryan Rollins for a double-double? Could be an interesting take. Yo, what's up, Gerald? How you doing, bro? Who's out? Oh my god, everyone's out for them. Dude, this dude's on Rollins. Heavy on Rollins. For his RA. It's just without injured starters. 5 of 12. I don't know what he's seeing. Maybe the matchup. Pace filter. Without injured. Yeah, pace filter. Yeah, it does look nasty. Oops. There goes Sims. This is just without injured though. Like if you had starters, let's see, should get 9 rebound chances. Assists look a little rough, but he does have a really good matchup for assists and rebounds. Like he has a good matchup for all of it. Alex Antetokounmpo, questionable. No way his brother is playing, bro. No, not Jarris Walker. That's how much similar pace matters. It's crazy. Trying to figure out what long shot odds I want to take. I don't see anything on Klingon. All the lineups are coming out. Raptors will start quickly. Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, Podol, Cunningham, Robinson, Thompson, Harris, Duran for the Pistons. Obviously, Cavs, Harden, Mitchell, Ellis, Wade, and Mobley. All those just came out. Grimes, I guess. I don't love his long shot value. I really like Duran. Jalen Duran for his long shot value. Wait, this is just first field goal scorer. I want to make sure all of these took into account that I'm just betting the first team score, and then I'm going to put it in. Okay, kids. I want first team, or first team point. Is that a thing? Also, if you can get odds betting on the tip for this game, I would recommend that. Ooh, any streak play? Yeah, we should vote on that. You're right. Actually, might have to call an audible. I would have done Nas Reed, so I'm glad I didn't. I think I'll do Duran and, like... Duran and who? I really like Duran's chances. It's hard making it this early because we don't know if... Like, who's going to play. Like, if Robert Williams is out, I love Klingon. But if he's not, then it doesn't look great. Oh, yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers first field goals guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to bet this. Duran, 14 rebounds. Mobley, first score for the Cavs. DeMar DeRozan, first score for the Kings. Drew Holiday, first score for the Blazers. 100% profit boost. I'm going to put that in. Scotty Barnes, 1 made 3. 1 made 3 for Scotty Barnes. I mean, probably, right? These last games are just rough, man. I think I'll just call it there. I'll show you guys like what the PF's saying Quinton Post under heavy. But again, there's so many inactives in this game, you just don't know who's gonna pop off. Like, look at the Warriors, man. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So, be very careful betting that. NHL? No, I'm kidding. There's just, I don't even think you can look with injury splits, like, at anything here. Like, what I would want to look at is, like, Horford. Who are the other centers? Horford and Porzingis out. But then you see Quinton Post, obviously, is going to go up, but we don't know if he's going to play. He's questionable. He has to play, or they literally don't have a center. Which is another reason I think Brunson gets first basket, but I don't know, not betting on it. Seth Curry points, literally. Alright, well, I think that'll wrap it up. I'm going to go get ready to watch Purdue, hopefully win the Big Ten tourney. I don't love our chances, but with how we've been playing recently, maybe. We'll see. So you guys have a good day, and I will catch you likely tomorrow for another stream. I will post all of the plays I made on Discord, so if you're not there, I'll send the link in chat. I'll also send the link for our Twitter. I'll send you a discount code in the chat, so if you want to get all this data, enter the code 2months, the number 2, and then MONTHS, and you'll get a discount on Propfinder. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. I have YouTube videos on how to join the Discord. If you're on Twitter, make sure you're following us there. We post parlays, we retweet parlays that we like, so you guys will see a ton of bets there. Exactly, Straight Cash. Appreciate you. I feel like there's another one. I guess I could just type the props again as well. I thought there was another thing I wanted to type in there. Nope, that's it. Alright. Appreciate you guys. Deuces.